So Rufus, I'm just leaving the site, and again, what were you going to do with this business? I mean, are you going to, or were you going to get out there and do that work? Or are you going to go ahead and pull the boards and pull the nails and tear everything down in the heat and put everything back together and dig the new holes and digging holes and setting posts? We gonna do all that work? We gonna do all that work? No, I don't think so. So for you to make the statement that you made regarding the decks, porches, and more business is just totally disingenuous. I mean, it's just like you just say things to get an emotional reaction out of people, taking advantage of their feelings and emotions, and you don't want them to think logically. You don't want them to look at you and say, well, how is this guy going to run this business? What resources does he have? What skill sets does he have in order to continue on this business successfully? No, he just wanted the money. He wasn't concerned with the work of the business. He was concerned with the money of the business. And you have him saying that he did not take any money from the Deck's Porch business, and you have Vernon saying that he did take money from the Deck's Porch business. You see, somebody got to be lying, and somebody got to be telling the truth. And in this situation, both can't be right. There can't be two truths at the same time. They have to oppose one another. And the truth of the matter is that there's no way that Rufus was going to allow a business being ran under his headship, because he put on the LinkedIn profile. See, this is why it's so important. He put on a LinkedIn profile that this is something, his business. See, that's the only thing that he had to put out there. I remember, I looked at his LinkedIn profile, and he has leader of Deck's Porches. That's that business. I'm talking right now, son. You have to shut your mouth, okay? So, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a liar, and he does not make any sense whatsoever. Did y'all give him his donut?
Yes, I gave him the party.
We're gonna go to the potty right now, okay?
Okay.
You could have said that you needed to go to the potty when we was at the house. Rufus, a man is worthy to be duplicated, and you don't duplicate yourself when you have daughters. You duplicate yourself when you have sons. And you got to understand that judgment is on you in a multitude of ways that you're not even seeing spiritually, because you talk about this spirituality thing, but you don't even have none of that. You don't have none of that. All you have is words, tone and inflection in your voice, the repeating of the same, pulling on the heartstrings of people that can't do nothing for you, but just look at your videos and click and view. They really can't do anything for you. But this is all that you have. But we're going to get into it more, because there's two other videos that I'll be discussing as y'all watching this video as I drive. But on the live broadcast, I'm going to play this video because it's so important. It's good to get stuff on your mind and just go ahead and just get it out there when it hits you, as opposed to trying to do it all at once. So, yeah, what was he going to do with this business? besides exploit it for its resources and its image. And that is confirmed by him taking the money, and that is confirmed by his own LinkedIn profile listing decks, porches, and more on his website. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a robber, a thief, a stage playing hypocrite, and he's being exposed because the harvest is plenty, but the labor is a few. And by their fruit you shall know them, because we're living in a time economically here where the reality is that a lot of people are hurting and a lot more people are going to be hurting. And if you align yourself with leeches like Rufus Caldwell, that all he wants to do is live off your backs, because as I'm going to talk about in this video, in his own admission, that he lives off his wives. He got all his wives working. And so why would I take such a man seriously when he sits up there and he I forgot we gotta go to the bathroom, right? He sits up there and he acts like he is such a person when he ain't nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing, because he doesn't want you to watch what he's done or what he continues to do. He wants you to be emotionally involved in his plight. That's all he has. That's all he can do. That's it. That's it. He's a spiritual simp and a spiritual pimp, because he'll simp who he can simp for, and he'll pimp who he can pimp. And that's just the truth regarding Rufus Caldwell, because you're just seeing where he's at in his mind. He's living in the past. He can't get out of the past and move forward. And as a direct result of his inability to move forward, as opposed to looking at the past, he's destroying himself. We're going to talk about as well. We're going to talk about a couple of things. But it's sad, it's a shame to see the lowness that a man will go to. That's another thing, trying to head off the lawsuit by giving over property so he can turn around and say, hey, judge, look at Judge, I gave them something. See, they're being so unreasonable. You got to think about how this man thinks. He's trying to front run the situation by making himself seem as though he's trying to work things out, and that he he gave over something and he tried to make restitution. Let's all just leave it at there. That's his angle. That's exactly his angle. Yes.
Oh no, that thing is
he ain't hard to figure out. No, he's not.